Can I ask you a question about last night's vote in the Commons to trigger Article 50? You voted for it. What do you think of the absence from the chamber of your shadow Home Secretary, Diane Abbott?
It's quite extraordinary. We have some very, very ill people who've turned up to Parliament to vote yesterday, who are so sick they've not been able to carry on their work as MPs. They made it there and they voted, and she gave herself a sick note at 5 o'clock. I think we all know what's going on here.
What is going on?
She bottled the vote. She bottled the vote. It's cowardice. You know, people who voted in different ways, one can argue whether they're right, they're wrong, but you don't abstain on the big votes. And it's embarrassing to see that. And I think she ought to be given an apology to the Labour Party for doing so. That is not leadership, that's cowardice. She's called it very, very badly.
So you think she should apologise to the Labour Party?
Of course she should apologise. Other people are coming, and people voted in different ways. So the record shows that. I voted in line with my beliefs and the country and my constituents, which was to trigger Article 50. Some people voted the other way. I disagree with them, but they had the courage to vote the way they saw and thought was right, and can be accountable for that, for better or for worse. You know, hiding away from big votes is not the way we should be doing things. And she should have been in with me and Jeremy Corbyn and John McDonnell in voting the Labour line, and she wasn't, and that's not very clever.
What do you think about the impression that this leaves in the public's mind about the state of the Labour Party over the issue of Brexit, given that 1 in 5 MPs voted against the leadership? It's a divided party, isn't it?
There are different points of view. That's certainly the case. We're not the only party that's got... The Liberals had a split which surprised people, but there was. There are Conservatives very unhappy. So this isn't something that solely goes on party lines. But Jeremy Corbyn had called this right. Labour MPs, and particularly those who've accepted jobs from him, like Diane Abbott and others, if they're not prepared to vote the way that Jeremy's told them to vote, then they shouldn't be on the front bench. You know, that's what leadership's about. It's what party discipline's about. If you want to oppose, as Jeremy did many times in 30 years, oppose Tony Blair and Gordon Brown and Labour policies in power, and he did so, but he did so with integrity, in the sense that there was no hiding away. So if people want to abstain or vote against the party line, do so. But don't try and keep your front bench positions at the same time. So I do hope that Diane Abbott will reflect on that. You can't have it both ways in politics. And, you know, the voters don't like it when politicians and parties try to have it both ways. So I congratulate Jeremy Corbyn for enforcing a whip on Labour MPs, and now he should take action to show that he means business when he enforces a 3-line whip.